Dan Price here with Steve Zakuani. We got boys in sweatshirts. Got a big week coming up, Steve. A gigantic day tomorrow. Zakuani and Friends, big fundraiser for Kingdom Hope. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the Premier League. Now, I want you to know I'm actually really sad about the Premier League right now.
Why?
This is the first time in 4 years that I've gone this far into the season without watching a single match.
You haven't seen one game?
No, I've been so busy, I've not seen one match. I've watched some highlights and stuff, but I haven't seen a single match, and especially I haven't seen a single match live, which of course is more fun anyway. But I know Arsenal is kind of playing better than before.
They are.
Are they teasing us again, or is this really a year where they're going to make a run?
This is the real thing. With the way they beat, you didn't see it obviously, but the way they beat
obviously. I'm a horrible soccer fan. Terrible.
No, the way they beat Man U last week, 3-0. 3 goals in the first 20 minutes. They're for real. Yeah.
And are they going to be doing that at the end of the year? That's the question, because we've seen this from Arsenal before
a few times. No, I think they will. They got Alexis Sanchez there, Walcott down the middle. I think they will. They're not going to win it because Man City's there, but they'll come second this year.
And what's the difference with this year's Arsenal versus before?
More mature. Same team, 1 year older. Alexis had 1 year under his belt. Ozil's playing well. I think they're more mature. So.
And why Man City?
Money, man. It's like that Arab money. I think it's crazy. So they can buy whoever they want. Their team's gotten stronger. Toure is playing great. Aguero just scored 5 in a game. Like, I've never done that. So yeah, I mean,
you say money, but Aguero, you know, he's only gotten better since he's been there. I mean,
they
do have a lot of money. They've been putting pieces around him.
Yeah.
But he's been amazing to see the way he's continued.
No, he's good. Honestly, he's one of my favorite guys. They signed him when he was young, so he's always been good, but he's just getting better. And I think that team, just the investments over the years, it's gonna pay off again for them. Yeah.
It seems like too, they got some really solid pieces into place, where they're not afraid to move people that don't fit in. You see every year they'll push a fefew guys out, but they have a few guys, you know, it seems like they just have that foundation.
Toure is going to stay, what's the keeper's name? Hart. Hart's going to stay, Aguero's going to stay, David Silva will stay. The rest of them, for the most part, shift around. Oh, and Company, the captain, is going to stay. The rest of them, they shift around. So it's like, but as I said, they put like 300, 400 million to the team over the past 5-6 years. That money they've had is just going to, it's keeping them at the top, so I think they're too far ahead of Arsenal right now, to be honest.
To me, Company is a huge part of that equation, too.
Huge. He's actually from the Congo. People don't know that. He's actually from where I'm from, but he plays for Belgium. Great player. I watched him for years. I used to buy him on some video games. It was a Championship Manager. You could like buy. Yeah, I used to buy this guy. I didn't know who he was, and then watched him play live. He's sick. So yeah, Company is huge. Captain, huge.
So 2 weeks left in MLS. We got the U.S. game tonight, and then we got some big matches. The Sounders are fighting for their lives. Portland's fighting for their lives. San Jose fighting for their lives. What's going to happen? How's it going to end?
Honestly, Seattle will be in. They'll be in the playoffs. They had that crazy blip in the summer, but they're a good team, and they're going to be in the playoffs. Portland and San Jose is going to be interesting, because I don't know. Both of them had it, and then they keep switching, so that I don't know. But Sounders will be in. What happens after the playoffs, like in the playoffs, I don't know, man. It's like, it's hard to say. Really tough to say.
Am I not a true Sounders fan because I actually want Portland to get ahead over San Jose? Does that make me less of a Sounders fan?
Why do you want Portland?
I have lots of friends in Portland. I have clients in Portland. I have partners in my business in Portland. I just feel like there's a lot of good things with Portland having a strong team.
Yeah, I think I can see that. I think the better Timbers are, the better that rivalry. Sounders Timbers. So I can see why. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying that as a Sounders fan you should want them in the playoffs. I'm not going to go there, but I can see why you would say that. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
What about the U.S. tonight? What are we going to see? It just seems like Jurgen Klinsmann keeps changing his mind so many times. I had a friend recently that basically told me, you know what? Jurgen just wants us all to know he's in charge, and he's willing to do something really terrible just to show us that we know nothing about soccer.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I probably can name 5-6 guys who will definitely play. The rest of it, I couldn't tell you. The team's changed so much, but tonight's game, Mexico's good, man. They had a little blip a couple years ago. They've come back, but Mexico is strong. So which way it's going to go, I don't know. Obviously rooting for the Sounders guys, Brad Evans, Clint Dempsey, DeAndre, who was here. But as a game in itself, I think the US should win. It's in the States, I think the Rose Bowl. But with Klinsmann and his selections, I don't know.
And there's something that's about to happen in U.S. soccer that you and I think is big, that we're really excited about.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I actually have no idea.
Darlington Nagbe. Darlington Nagbe becomes eligible to play for the U.S. very shortly. Am I right?
Yeah, he's got his passport. There's that. I'll be a bit biased because he's a friend of mine, but yeah, I think
friend of yours. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
He's so silky smooth on the ball. And it just seems like the U.S. could really use that person that can keep the ball, that can control it. He's not a big ego. He plays well with the team. You know, the U.S., they do have some guys that can score, that can be that ego guy. It just seems like Darlington could really fit in and help.
Yeah, you don't. If he goes there, he's not going to be the guy scoring goals. You have Josie Altidore for that. You have Clint Dempsey for that. A couple of others. What he's going to do, he never loses the ball. So creative, creates so many chances. Probably for me, top 5 or so skillful talents in MLS, maybe even top 3 at times. So he'll be an upgrade. What happens with him in and out, I don't know what's the situation with the US soccer and him, but they should call him up.
In terms of integrity, work ethic, teamwork, he's got to be top 1 in MLS, right? And it's hard for me as a Sounders fan to say that because he does play for the bad team. You know, he's way up there.
He's my favorite players, I would say, is Robbie Keane, Oba, Femi Martins, and Darlington Nagbe. That's my top 3. And Alonso, top 4. He's whichever order you put that in, doesn't matter to me. Those 4 guys for me are cut above the rest.
Well, we're lucky that we have 2 of them playing for the Sounders.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about tomorrow, because I think you know I'm pretty nervous about tomorrow.
Oh, you're nervous?
I have. I'm slated to be number 9 striker. I'm excited about it, but I've never played with people that actually know how to play soccer before. So this is going to be a new thing for me. I'm going to be, you know, a 91st minute substitution.
No, you'll play more than that. You'll be fine. I think it's going to be a good game, and we have obviously one team, a lot of form.
Let me actually interrupt. So what we're talking about is a huge game. This is a charity match where we have a lot of former Sounders, and they're raising money for Steve's charity, Kingdom Hope. And so tell us about the match first, and then I'll ask you about Kingdom Hope.
The match is pretty much, rather than doing like some boring black tie fundraising dinner, it was like, let's just play a game, and that's what we know how to do. So I called out some favors. A lot of friends, former teammates are coming in town. We're using some local talent as well, guest players to join us. We have some of the Seattle Rain women's team, Sounders women, so just a lot of Seattle soccer players coming together for a one-off game. So a lot of names people recognize coming together. As I said, one team is mostly Sounders. That's my team. People say I stacked the team. I didn't. It's just the way it fell. And then you have your team, which is actually a good team, which is made up of a lot of the older Sounders guys, USL players, and people who just love the sport like you. So. And
what are you predicting the score line's going to be? Who do you think is going to score the goals?
You know, on my team, you know, I have Ezra Hendrickson playing up top, S2 coach. He was a roving right back in his prime. You know, I've never seen the videos, but he said he was like Danny Alves a bit in his prime. So he'll have a couple. I've got to go with Eddie Johnson scoring a goal too, and I'll probably put Roger Levesque. My team will get about 4. Hopefully I get a couple of assists there. And your team, you can get one. I can see you get one. I can see you poach one at the end. So I'm being nice. But
so tell me about Kingdom Hope.
You know, it's honestly, we just deal with scholarships. Kind of refined it, man. That we handed out our 2nd scholarship to a kid in Africa, Congolese kids where I was born, who would never go to school, like never. They have no hope. I went to visit there actually, visit these students in May, spent 10 days, and it's poverty like you've never seen. So helping them go to university, and some of them are getting engineering degrees and all kinds of crazy stuff that I couldn't even study, is amazing. And then we've just launched here in the States a soccer scholarship for kids playing club soccer. And then we have the 3rd one coming, which would be helping kids afford textbooks in college. So it's just scholarships, giving people a chance, basically. Kids who wouldn't be able to afford these basic privileges, giving them a means to do it. So if we can come together tomorrow, raise a lot of money just by playing football, and then that means a kid gets to complete a 4-year degree, that's perfect for me. Yeah.
I saw a quote the other day, and it basically said that success isn't how much money you make, it's how many people you help to get on and be successful themselves. And I'm really excited to get to do my tiny part playing in the game tomorrow to do that. And excited for the game. When are we kicking off, and what should the fans know about when we're starting, how they can get tickets, all those things?
Yeah, tickets, you know, are still available for a few more hours. It's at zakandfriends.eventbrite.com. Some tickets are there. You can actually come and pay at the door as well. Game's at 3 o'clock. You should come around to enjoy the warm-up. We'll be out there. And at halftime, don't leave your seats. We're doing an on-field crossbar challenge, every player. So from the halfway line, try to hit the crossbar. Dan will get it. I'm not sure about the rest of us, but we got to hit the crossbar. So it's going to be a fun game, honestly. A lot of different players, like former guys. It's just going to be a lot of fun. So just make sure you get there tomorrow, Starfire Stadium, 3 p.m. kickoff.
This has been Boys in Sweatshirts. We're not copying any other show out there. We don't owe anybody named Michael or Roger any royalties. You know, if you guys want to call us and try to collect, come after us.
Yes, sir.
Come after us. We can take it. We'll see you tomorrow for the game.